Downtown Las Vegas. On DanoVision. Motorcycle parking. Hogs and Heifer Street. Motorcycles are practicing social distancing. And you got the Mod Museum, not open. You got the downtown Grand Casino. Never been into that one. I think it's fairly new. Pizza Rock's up over here on the corner. I think I might grab me a slice. This is 3rd Street, so at the corner of 3rd and Ogden, Pizza Rock. There used to be a lot of neon signs, I think, right over in there. And they moved them now down to the Neon Museum. There you have it. DanoLive, downtown, 3rd and Ogden. for some shooting points. And now I'm going to walk down Casino Center and get a walking perspective of what a ghost town looks like. A gambling ghost town, that is. So let's hike it down with DanoLive. South Park, plenty of spaces, just can't get in it. And that'd be the Binions Horseshoe. Yeah, I parked in that structure many a times. Gone in the Binions many a times. Entrance downtown since 1951. Been around a little bit longer than yours truly. Look at that, full rack of baby back ribs. Oh, 16 bucks. Can't find any of that right now. And of course, Sam Boyd's Fremont. Been in that parking structure many a times. You know, if they have a date when they plan to open up all these places, they're gonna need a whole lot of time prior to get all the things swept up, cleaned up. And here in the Strip, it's just a mess. These poor girls, I bet they're not doing too well. Little darlings. Blowout sale, yeah, there ain't nothing to blow out right now. Fremont St Experience. Just a little bit after 5 o'clock on a Saturday. It will be its final Saturday in April 2020. Coronavirus quarantine section. Look at this. Shooting the bull, shotgun drinks. Yeah, they got all the tables closed. It says don't suck, don't spit, just pop the top and swallow. It's only be consumed here in the bar. Alcove. Look inside there, the Binions got all the tables covered up. No dust getting on them dice. No dust getting on them cards. And this is about the only spot in the whole downtown section. They've lowered it. Usually, we're down there on Las Vegas Boulevard. The fences is higher. You can't even see over it. But here, the Golden Nugget. That's Hero 405. I did a stint with Timeshare. And right inside the door, that door right there, to the right, was a timeshare booth that I manned. I had a greeter out here that would send me the people in. And I'd ride them up to go on a timeshare tour, and if they completed it, I got a few dollars, whether they bought it or not. Didn't work out that well for me. But I met people in the industry that have been doing it for quite a few years. And one Filipino girl that lived in my apartment complex in Southern Highland, she bought a $750,000 house. Now that's 04. and that was with the rise of the housing market. And she had a lot of nice Filipino artifacts, and she invited me over to check out her house. But she, back in those days, she was making 20 grand a week. She worked at a good location, it was really good. She trained me, but I wasn't a good student. But she was able to sign those folks up, and one of the benefits, if you're going to do timeshare, especially whether you're a greeter or OPC is the proper term, what I was. OPC means off-site personal contact, and in order to do that, you needed to have a good location, good high traffic area, and work during the days, especially like 8 to 5 period, because what you could do, what you could do is when people are coming into the casinos or coming into the hotels, that's where you need to be, where the registration desk is. When they came into the registration desk and they signed up and got the room, you hit them right then for a tour. You sign them up, no cost for them to go on a tour. You sign them up, and then that way you can see whether or not they actually went on the bus and came back. Then you know at the end of the day how many people went on the tour, and at the end of the week you're going to get a nice sizable check. So that's how timeshare works here. And I did stint with Tahiti Village. I can't think of all of them. Oh boy, can't think of them all, but I did the circuit to work for. The problem is, you see, you have these folks that claim jumper restaurants out there. You have these folks, like I said, my friend, who've been doing it for many years, and she's got the prime locations. And so the new people coming on, they have to stand the test of time. They can hang out and they can work these booths, because all these casinos, wherever you see a timeshare facility, those timeshare facilities, you have to know that casino when somebody asks, whoa, we got a bus. When somebody asks directions or where it is, what, you need to know. So these timeshare companies pay a lot of money to be inside these hotels, and it's your job to learn the hotel, be able to direct these people. So when you're working the late shifts, the later shifts, you're usually working, I'll give you an example. Imperial Palace, it's now called the Ling. I worked all the way in the back when people came out of the parking structure, and I worked like 4 to 11. So nobody was checking in at a time. Most of the people walking back that way had a good amount of liquor in them, and you might be able to slow their roll and get them signed up to go on a tour in the morning. But after them having a rough night, they don't get up and they don't make the tour, and you don't get your little commission. It's like a tour was like worth 45 bucks. So if they did a tour, you make 45 bucks. So, you can see how you can make a lot of money if you sign up a lot of people and they go on a lot of tours. Oh, look at that. I'm missing breakfast, sit down breakfast. Woo-hoo. But, oh, look at that, huh? Man, all I had was cereal today and a banana and 2 hard-boiled eggs, so it was about time for me to chow down somewhere. But anyway, that's a timeshare life, and most of the folks that come to Vegas for a different way of life, change things up, they get kind of trapped into the timeshare deal, and so they have these training classes, and their whole deal is it's a revolving door. They train you, they put you out there, so they know that you're going to fail, you're only going to work for free that long. That was good training for me, I guess, huh? So they keep the people coming in, so you can so they can man the spots. And so if you can stand the test of time and hang in there, if somebody leaves one of those good prime spots, you can move on up. But who's got that much time? That's just it. So what newbies do like me, they go ahead and they sign up. Then you start hearing a lot of negative speak about this timeshare, that timeshare, and then you end up going to another timeshare, and that's no better than the first one you're at, and you make the circuit. And finally you conclude that working a timeshare ain't what they groom you to think it is. They pump you up about all the money you're gonna make, and it sounds real simple, sounds real easy, but most of the folks come in from California. They come over for a 3-day weekend. They're coming in on Friday, and they're looking to go on a tour on a Saturday or Sunday. And of course, on Sunday they're headed their way back to SoCal. So it's a tough gig. Hope you didn't mind my little narration about timeshare as we pondered what a quiet ghost town downtown Fremont Street looks like during quarantine, coronavirus, CORVID-19. I don't expect to ever have this experience, seeing this in my lifetime again, and I don't know what kind of value it is for you guys to see all this, but those of you that are sitting home in your desk or in your easy chair watching DanoLive up on a big screen, you can see just what's going on here. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support. Do a one-time PayPal, you can do a Patreon, you can do a GoFundMe. Any bit will help, because I am a video creator. That is my job, and I just like an actor, you know, we starve until we get the big break. So any of your support would help. And just a little, if you're hanging on to the end, usually is when I bring that up, and I probably should bring it at the beginning because a lot of people don't watch the whole video. But on my Patreon, I'm going to be making tiers, different levels, and in those different levels you'll be able to get certain perks. And the videos that you've been able to see in the past will end up being little short tease videos, and those that become patrons can see the whole video right away. Otherwise there'd be a wait time before you can see an entire video if you're not a Patreon. So those changes are coming up. It's just I got to get my act together to write it all out, but that's the plan, Stan. Make a new plan, Dan. So I did. One more look-see over here. As you see, there's nobody coming down here. Traffic is very nil. I wish I could convince them to let me do a walkthrough, but they won't, because of security cameras. And that brings me up one thing to mind. This morning when I was recording the cars cruising down Las Vegas Strip, I pulled in by the Casino Royale, my favorite spot, and I parked along the CVS. And fortunately I was there. I got majority of the cruisers, because security came and said I had to move the car. And I said, oh, bro, man, let me slide. I said, I can't, there's a camera back there, and they told me to come and get you. So cameras all over the place. You can't sneak around for long. So like now I'm probably on a camera, but we're doing nothing. Although I do know I've seen people that have a lot of gear on them, and they've been kind of pulled over by the PD. Because if you're a professional and you got all those gears outside of a cell phone, they want you to pull a permit, a filming permit. So circumvent that by doing an iPhone or a Galaxy phone like yours truly. Again, nobody's buying my stuff, so it's not like I am a pro. They get that shot right there. There you have it. I'm going to conclude this video. We got more, so stay tuned. Subscribe to DanoLive.tv. Hit the bell, and that way you get notifications every time I post something new. you'll get a notification. Thanks as always for tuning in, and man, if you become a supporter of DanoLive, I'd really appreciate you. And I'll give you a shout out too. Bye. Yo! Get it, man!